Water Margin is a beat-em-up released for the Sega Genesis or Mega Drive in 2015. This game was originally a 1996 Chinese bootleg, but in 2015, Piko Interactive bought the rights, cleaned up some of the graphics and sound, and turned it into an official release. So yeah, this isn't just a ROM someone downloaded from the internet and then put it on a cartridge. There was real effort put into it, and as far as I know, you can't find a ROM of this version online anywhere. But before getting into the game, let's take a look at its packaging first. The game comes in a Genesis-style box that fits in with the rest of your Sega collection. If you were to pick this up from a shelf, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference from an official Sega game at first glance. The cartridge is also pretty similar to official cartridges, with only a few minor differences. There are a few flaws though. The art sticker is noticeably smaller than a Mega Drive game, and it doesn't completely fill its border. My copy also has a bit of plastic sticking out. Finally, you also have a full-color manual, which is pretty cool. So, on to the game. Water Margin is a beat-em-up set in feudal China. You can pick from one of 3 characters, all with different attack, speed, defense, and jump stats. If I were to compare it to a classic game, Water Margin seems heavily inspired by Golden Axe or Knights of the Round for the Super Nintendo. In fact, a lot of the backgrounds, enemies, and character animations seem like copies of Knights of the Round, but with a few changes here and there. There are also some sound effects which sound a little too similar to other games, including Golden Axe's Go sound. Still, the game has enough of a personality to stand on its own, and avoids that cheap bootleg feel. In fact, this would have made for a perfectly fine Sega Mega Drive game back in the day. The control is a little stiff though. Whenever you start attacking, the animation has to play out before you can move again. This means you can suffer hits because your character is still stuck in an attack animation when all you want to do is dodge incoming enemies. There are also no grapples like in Streets of Rage, beast mount like in Golden Axe, or weapon pickups like in almost every beat-em-up ever made. What you see is what you get. And what you get is a fairly decent move variety. You have the standard attack combo, but you can also perform a jump attack, a running attack, and a special attack which clears enemies around you, but will drain some of your health. Sometimes, I performed an attack that threw the enemies off screen, but I honestly have no idea how this is done. I've tried replicating it, but I've never seemed to get the hang of it. And no, this move isn't in the manual. Finally, you can get magic pickups. They work more similarly to Streets of Rage 1 than Golden Axe, meaning each icon represents a magic attack and you can't stack them up like you can in Golden Axe. You have 3 types of magic, fire, ice and thunder, but honestly, I'm pretty sure there's no difference between them. One neat thing is that if you're playing with a friend, you can attack gold and health pickups and it will divide them so both players can pick them up. The game's graphics are pretty good with large detailed characters, though again, if you've played Knights of the Round, you'll notice plenty of similarities between them. There's a ton of enemy variety too, and they're not afraid to swarm you, so it's a good idea to learn each enemy type and the best way to defeat them. The backgrounds don't look quite as nice as the characters, but they do a good job. Overall, this is a relatively good looking game for the system. In between missions, you get a static image with a text scroll telling you the story of the game. Supposedly, this is based on an ancient Chinese novel. But I've never read it, and to be honest, the way the story is presented here isn't very interesting, so I usually just skip it. Bootleg games are usually known for terrible music, but that isn't the case at all here. The music is pretty damn catchy, even if some of it doesn't really fit in with the visuals. Like this song, which sounds a little too upbeat for a bloody battle. This is definitely a fun game to have in your collection. It's no Streets of Rage, but it's a better than average beat 'em up. And hey, It's a Sega Mega Drive game released in 2015. How cool is that? You can get the game from the Piko website, but be prepared to pay $35 for the cartridge alone or $45 for the complete packaging. Hey everyone, thank you for watching St1ka's Retro Corner. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment and subscribe for a new video every Thursday. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. Bye!